Welcome to Showdown 1197. My name is Roger Grimes.
And I'm Greg.
And today we're going to do some sparring techniques and some sparring. Greg is training to do a tournament. So today I want to talk about a little bit of tournament rules. Greg's been waiting for this too.
Yes, I have.
Alright, so let's start off with Kempo Shield. For those that don't know what Kempo Shield is, it is a staple Kempo technique. Hence the name Kempo Shield. Alright, so we can do it from neutral stance, come up, block up, punch is the way we do it in the self-defense. But we're going to come up in fighting stance. Here, maybe the guy's going to throw the punch. You're going to use your lead hand, block up, and punch. See, Greg's one of those oddballs and want to be left-handed. So you see him go that way. So it doesn't matter. You can do it either side. Here, the other way. Get in this fighting stance. Do your left side there. Alright, so if I'm coming at you, Greg, boom. Alright, if I'm coming at you this way, it worked either way, didn't it? Alright, so now fighting stance here. Now I'm not going to wait for you to punch me. Ready? You thought you were going to punch me with it.
I did.
You brought your hand up, but mine was already planned before you threw that. So now I'm here. I like being on the outside. You can gird up here. This is the way I like to fight, is an open stance. A lot of guys only train from a closed stance this way. So now, if Greg goes southpaw and they're right-handed, it can mess them up. They get all confused. They try to switch back here. They might not fight as well there. So you got them out of their game. But some people want to do the switch game. Switch your feet, then I'm going to switch my feet, then we want to switch my feet. So now, you don't want to play dance with them, but you also could use that. So get in a stance. So you notice that I'm here, now I switch. Switch your feet. Now if I switch, now I go, now attack me. You can do Kempo Shield. Boom. And that's a great time to do that, is when you switch in off and come right in.
Well, that's right. That second of their
So
transition.
from here, I want you to switch when I switch. Ready? You see that? So I'm catching you while you're in this transition. That's something that you pretty much already determining that you're going to do if you see someone doing that. So we don't have to think it too at that moment. Try to think out. I'm already thinking what you do is something that keeps doing it and go, oh, he's going to do it. So I set you up, and as soon as I see you go to do it, now I go. It's not like you always have to think on the flash. You know, in point fighting, you don't have to. They say break, but you notice before they went here, here, and it's like, okay, they did that. Now you can set them up. All right, so now another thing I want you to do, right here, I want you to just come up with Kempo Shield. Bring your hand up like this, almost like you're blinding someone in basketball when they go to shoot. So get your hand up like this, and then throw the reverse punch. Yeah, get closer though. Come on. Yeah. So you hear? I made you look at the hand. So I turn it from a upper block to just straighten out the hand towards your face. And then I punch you in the body. I was going over some videos, trying to do a highlight video for somebody who wanted. I did an interview with one of the guys, and he wanted me to put together a little video. And I noticed things I do all the time. Kempo Shield or just a reverse punch. A side kick or a back kick. But it's like, that's almost in every one of my fighting videos. Boom. Boom. I mean, I'm doing the same things. So it goes to show you, you don't have to have 1,000 things that you're good at. Get great at a few things and get decent at more. You know, when I say more, that doesn't limit you to how many. So from there. All right, so we're going to go over the meltdown again. Remember the meltdown?
Yep.
All right, go. Punch, punch, round. Do the roundhouse version. Go. 1, 2, 3. There you go. That's the most common. Bang. All right, now do the front kick version. 1, 2, front kick. Oh, there you go. That's a version that's easier, especially if you have a hard time throwing roundhouse kicks. But if you get a lot of people who are used to this here, and they start covering, block for that roundhouse. Alright, block for that roundhouse. You still got the arm down as you universaled it, but that's still what it do is shove you off balance a little bit, allowing me to throw something else and keep following up. So it gives you a little more options to do that. So do the meltdown with the front kick. 1, 2, boom.
And my front kick is a foot up, no, foot down. Foot,
Right there,
that's right.
toes up, the
Toes
bottom of the foot. Unless you're hitting someone in the crotch, you're not allowed to do that in point fighting. Alright, so now point fighting rules. I just wanted to review a few techniques with Greg. You know, you guys got to see that, but here's a few things with point fighting rules. You're only allowed to hit the helmet, chest, stomach area, ribs. So you got the sides. Those are your target zones below black belt. Black belt, most tournaments you're allowed to hit the facing, some are you're allowed to hit to the groin. But some tournaments, there's no face contact whatsoever or groin contact whatsoever, depending on no matter what belt you are. So some tournaments are like that. The Tracy's tournament that we're gonna go to, that's how it is. No face contact, no groin contact. Me, I like to hit to the face, and I do it on accident, and I lose points sometimes at that tournament because I do hit someone in the face. Why? Because it's so easy. Get your guard up, jab, jab, bomb. I mean, it's so easy to hit that face. It's harder for me not to hit to the face. But the problem is, if you hit to the face, there's redness and blood, you're disqualified anyhow. And you don't want to do that. So these are the targets, sided here, from above the waist, up in the side, chest here to here. Now go for anywhere on the helmet. Even the top of the helmet, which is a stupid strike. But here's the cool thing about it. There's 5 judges. You got the center ref, you got corner judges. Usually 4 in the corner and then 1 guy here. Everyone can see this. If I punch you like this, some of these guys might not see it. So the food for thought, if you're doing point fighting, a good thing to do is make sure your shots are clear to at least 3 of the judges. If you get clear for 3 judges, you have a greater chance of getting the point. If you have it clear to 2 judges, not enough. You need 3 or more.
and same point for all targets, punch, kick is more or
So
less.
a lot of tournaments, it's the same amount. Some tournaments, there's more for a kick. 2 points for the kick at the tournament that we're going to. 1 point for the punch. Now, here's funny that you asked, or you said that. In our tournament, if I call a kick, and then 2 other guys call a punch, that's not enough to get a point. We all have to see point for punch, point for kick. That's the way it goes.
Okay.
Alright, so I want to do a little bit of just sparring. We're going to do like a point fight thing. There's no judges. Unless Patty wants to come up here and be a judge, but she's trying to stay out of the camera. That's why she moved from over there to over there. Alright, so get in a fighting stance here. First off, don't get in a fighting stance yet. Here's the center judge. We bow to him, we bow to each other. They'll say touch gloves. We come up here. You don't want to be a spoiled Spartan. Bring your gloves out and go. Or bring it up and go. Now, that's frowned upon in tournaments. Right? It's just kind of a poor sport. And you're trying to intimidate the guy by doing that. It's just point fighting, man. It's not like it's UFC.
Ivan Drago.
Yeah, so come out here and just touch gloves. Some guys will come up in here, do the bro hug, whatever it is. But just touch gloves at least. And gently, nicely. Come back to your stance. So there would be a line on the floor. There's box. This is why I want to restrict it in here. Not just for filming, but also the tournament, you only have so much space. You could step out, you could lose a point. You don't want to do that. Alright, so from here, when they say fight, you just come in and fight. A lot of guys trying to jump the gun and go really fast. You don't always have to be that guy. You can be the guy and just wait for them. That's me. A lot of times they say fight. I'm just already in motion. But get yourself in motion already, whether you're doing bouncing or getting your hands going. Try to keep something moving. Alright, ready? So we just bow. Here we go. fight. Come on, come at me. Break. They probably would call the point for the kick to the rib, right? They would call a guy on the part elbow, part body.
Okay.
So they would call point. I might not have got the point. And I'm not gonna sweat it. I'm not gonna go, oh, that point was there. I don't know. It might not have been. I felt your elbow, so you might have blocked enough to these guys wouldn't call it. I'm not gonna argue that. So then they would go, okay, call for point. They call for point. Here we go. Ready? Fight. Break. That would be a point, absolutely, right? Do you agree with that one?
I agree with that one.
That one was pretty clear to everyone. Back fist to the head, that would be a point. So that's how point fighting works.
All right, that's good that you're stopping too, so that I know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, so here we go. Get in the fighting stance. Ready? Fight. Break. Call for point. Well, you know it was there.
I knew it was there.
I would know it was there, but that wasn't always fully clear. If I had the grader or the judges on that one, they see it. But if I only had 2 judges on that side to see that kick make it in, the other 3 might have seen your arms blocking. So I probably wouldn't have got a point for that. Even though I got that in. You knew it, don't let them know. Don't go, oh, it's in. Just take it and keep fighting until they say break.
Okay.
Don't let them know that you got hit. You don't want to do that. Alright, here we go. Let's do this guy. Don't move out that line until I say fight. Get behind that line. This is about the distance that we'll be at. You ready? Fight. That was close. Close doesn't work though, does it? Break. Alright. Now get a little more aggressive with me now. So I want you to try, when I say fight, I want you to jump off the gun with something. I want you to try to come off an angle, whatever. But forward progress, try not to walk into me. Because you know I'll fire something.
Okay.
I'm going to try not to do what I normally do, so I'm going to like lay it back a little bit.
So try not to walk into.
I want Patty to say fight.
Fight.
Wait for it though. Alright, we just bow, wherever. Here we go.
Fight.
Oh, Frank, come on back. Yeah, I was supposed to let you do it.
So
Let
when you say not
aggressive.
come into you, you don't want me to get.
Just close the distance and hit me.
Okay.
Hit me as fast as you can. You ready? We line up. Whenever you feel it.
Fight.
Okay, there you go. Break. You gotta close that distance.
Okay.
You were lame with it first, and then you got in and you went, oh. You gotta come in and close that distance.
I can't step on your foot, can I, to stop you? Because I stepped on your foot to.
It happens.
But I didn't do it on purpose. But
No, it happens. I mean, no one's gonna go, oh, you know. If you knock a guy down, step on a foot because they're stepping back, they're gonna say break and everything like that. But most likely, that doesn't go nowhere. Alright. Wait, she didn't say fight. Get on that line.
Fight.
Break.
How come I'm not seeing that? How come I'm not getting into the? I'm not even seeing that.
You're not there yet, or am I a magician?
Well, you're hitting the spot, and I'm not even like looking. I'm not
It's
even
your
looking at that.
focus too sometimes.
Yeah.
But I'm just kind of in motion, then boom.
So are you seeing? You're exploiting something that I'm, because I'm exposed. I was not even.
I just hit it, and then as soon as I did that, you moved your arm, and I just went right under it.
Okay, so I'm
Sometimes I
telegraphing.
just go. Sometimes I just go at you, and then whenever I see open, I take it. So I could have easily went to your head.
You could have.
That's the good old Bill Wallace stuff, man. All right, ready? And we're going to talk about point fighting. We already did the video, but the video came out longer than what my video editor lets me do videos at a time. It won't let me do 15-minute videos. You know, so the only way to do it is if I get a funky sound to it. So we're redoing this.
I get to get beat up again.
That's right.
All for you.
So what you're seeing now, this is actually at the end of what you're going to see in a little bit. But here we are, we're going to talk about point fighting a little bit. But right now what we're going to do is review the techniques that we've been doing. First one we're going to do is Kempo Shield. If you're a Kempo guy, you already know Kempo Shield. But Kempo Shield could be against a punch, or it could be offensively. So it could be defensive, offensive. So Greg, get in a fight stance. I'm going to come at you. I'm going to try to hit you in the top of this head or the side of the head. Just block and punch me. Faster. Faster. As soon as you hear it, fire that out. So you want that to become second nature. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. Okay, so now offensively, I'm going to come at you. So if I'm here, my hand will go up, and he wants to block here, but he went down here because I went slow, huh? Alright, ready? Here we go. A little bit different now. So what I'm doing with this one is I'm making him look at this hand. I'm leaning in, bang. Try that, Greg. So from here, bring your hand up and towards me, and then close the distance to punch me. Because I'm not coming at you now. So now you have to close that distance with a lunge or a lean. So my hand goes up, fire down lower. Do it again. Whew. Come on. Good. Okay, so now we're going to review the meltdown, which is back fist or jab. So we're going to do one punch, the other punch, roundhouse kick to go to the body, the head. No legs and point fighting. We'll cover that in a moment. I want you to do it that way. Go. 1, 2. Good. Now, the thing I didn't mention is Greg's left-handed, so he's southpaw. I came at you here. Do Kempo Shield again. Okay, from here, Kempo Shield again. It didn't matter. Still worked. Okay, let's go back to that. Meltdown. Punch, punch, kick. Kick it up higher. Okay, so now the roundhouse kicks, you know, is a little bit harder for Greg to do. But is it?
It is.
Am I just saying that?
No, it is.
Or does it feel, you feel that restriction,
Yeah,
right?
I don't have the flexibility.
So a lot of people have a hard time with those roundhouse kicks. They don't have the flexibility, or it's just like doesn't want to work. The mechanics aren't there yet. Okay, so now there's a different version that I do. Punch, punch, front kick. Go ahead, Greg. Punch, punch, front kick. Okay, do it again. Punch, punch, front kick. Didn't matter which way, right? Now you can also do punch, punch. Bring your knee up like you're going to throw a roundhouse kick, but whip your foot underneath. Like a question mark almost. Like here. I'm going 1, 2. So a lot of guys might read that as a roundhouse kick. Alright, so now we're going to go over talking about the point fighting rules. So from here, fighting stance, right? Now, there's 5 judges. There's 4 corner judges, 1 center judge. So get up here, there'll be a line that we stand into. They'll have us bow to each other, bow to the judge. The center judge will tell us that. They say fighting stance. Alright, so now when they say fight, we don't leave that line until they say fight. But where can you hit? Good question, I'm glad you asked. Alright, here you go. I'm going to hit the helmet, the chest, down to the stomach. So it has to be above the waist, below the neck. Lift your arm up. I can hit the side. I can't hit the back. So you're allowed to hit the sides, the front, from neck to hips. Armpit down. Okay, helmet wherever. Some tournaments, well, most tournaments for black belt, you're allowed to hit to the face or the groin. You're allowed that too. A lot of tournaments, but some tournaments don't allow you to do that at black belt. I've never been to a tournament that they're allowed under belt to hit the face or the groin. Sometimes it happens. You know, some tournaments might have it. I don't know, but I've never been to one that does that. So if you really get good at hitting these strikes, and yes, you're allowed the top of the head, which is the stupidest strike in the world. But what happens? Come here, Greg. So you got all these judges. Everyone can see it. So this is a very common thing where guys will jump up and try to hit you in the top of the head, exposing them for Kempo Shield. Oh, hey, boom. Or front kick. Go ahead, jump up there. I did that once at black belt level. Guy went to jump up here. I just front kicked him right in the stomach. He came down. But it worked. It worked well because I knew what he was doing. He wanted this helmet. I leave my head open because I could defend myself, but I do get hit in the head a lot because of that. You know, but there's times where I don't get hit because I'm timing you. So point fighting, you gotta cover this distance. So my hands are here. Where are you going? Go to my head, Greg. Go to my head, Greg. And that's where I do live. I was doing a real video like of my highlights, and what did I tell you before? I have reverse punches, side kicks, and back kicks. That's my big thing.
You have your bread and butter, but you've mastered it.
My bread and butter. Boom. I got a lot of other things I do, but those are my go-tos. Kempo shield, or just a reverse punch. Get your guard up.
But you disguise it well. Even though
Yeah.
you're doing that, you're
Get
disguising it.
your guard up. You don't see my hand, right?
Because I'm looking at the hand.
Yeah, so now you see it come out. Alright, we're going to stop this for a moment and come back, and we're going to do some point fight spar. We're going to take a brief moment from the video. I just want to say, if you didn't pick up my book, Lessons from the Cage yet, what are you waiting for? You can get it in paperback or you can get it in ebook. Where can you get this? That is a wonderful question. You can get it on Amazon. You can get it on Kindle. You can get it on the Apple Books. You can even buy it in Barnes & Noble. I've even seen it on the Target app and the Walmart app. But check it out. Just Google it if you don't know. Lessons from the Cage, Life Lessons from MMA, Roger Grimes. Now back to the program. This is round 2 of the point fighting stuff with Greg. But that video is too long, like I said. So that's why I split the video so we could do that. Alright. So basically, we had Patty here to say break. That's his wife, his wonderful wife. You know, so she would say fight, and then we go. But right now, I'm just going to say I want you to be aggressive. I want to get the idea of it. So remember what we talked about earlier. Try to get in there, or if you get good at defense, just let me come at you. Depends. Get good at both. All right, ready? Right now, I'll let you come at me. All right, fight. Come at me. Close that distance. Get me. Whoa. Come on. Right. So now, there was nothing to hit me, right?
No.
But they might say break because we're just going around and around, or they may let it go. All right, ready? You gotta close that distance fast. I want you to get back up a little bit. Right about here. Ready? Fight. Right. All right. I don't think my kick made it above the waist. You pushed it down. I think it hit you in the hip. Was I correct on
You
that?
did, yeah.
So that one probably wouldn't have got called. Depends on the judges, though. Some might go, that was it. Well, no, not really, but we know. But you don't go complaining about it. Just let it happen. You get your time where you didn't even touch the guy, and then you get the point. There's times where you touch them, and you don't get the point. It balances it out. Sometimes you get the bad end of it. Sometimes you get the good end of it.
And like you said, even if you get hit, show that you didn't. Don't let it.
Don't let them know that you got hit.
Like, oh shit, you got me.
They might not have saw it. So with that said, I want to try to line up my strike to any of my strikes. I want to hopefully make it clear to 3 judges. What did I tell you about before? You have to get at least 3 judges seeing what you did. So now, if I'm punching here clear, there's 2 judges over here. But these guys might not have seen it. They might think that you blocked from here. Let's go to this angle here, Greg. You'll see this from here. Stand where you were. Right there. You might not see that is in there. But now walk through. The punch is there. But from that view, you might not see it. So that's a lot of people argue with us as judges, but we just didn't see it.
But if they didn't see that as you hit, I had the chance to come back.
Yeah, absolutely.
And
Watch, boom, boom. You could get the point because that looks more dominant. Even though I hit you first. It's just the nature of the beast. That's the game. Alright, now we're going to do the fight. This time you say fight. Alright, and I'm going to be the aggressor. So I'm waiting for you to say it.
Fight.
Break. Okay, you ready?
Fight.
Break. Is that quick?
2 yes, very quick.
Alright, ready?
Fight.
Break. Alright, so what I did was stutter stepped on you. Because you see how I came in fast, Then I went whoop boom. Because I had you already kind of, I was in your head, wasn't I?
You were. Yeah.
Yeah. I remember a few tournaments, I got in somebody's head and I knew it. I knew it. I was like, alright, I'm on it now. So then I would just fake it and then I would dance. Boom! There's a one guy that I trained with here. You know, we used to battle it out in here, but he would always beat me at the tournaments. But he would do usually the same thing. He was so darn fast at it. But I said, I'm not going to let him beat me this time with that move. He has to do something else. But I was beating him. He was coming 1, 2. He usually go 1, 2, 3, maybe a 4 if he was turning away. He'd just keep trying to drill unless someone said break. But we do that in the school here. But so what I did was played this way, open stance with him, lean in with the back fist reverse punch at me. I'd come in and kick him. So I started beating him with that. He's usually a pretty aggressive guy. I had him stunned for a moment. So then he came in and I just walked right up to him basically and hit him. So I was just up in here and I went, oh, boom. And that was the last point on that fight. Then I beat him again that same day. Because it was a double elimination. I was the only one to beat him.
Oh wow.
So then I thought to myself, if I lose, I have to fight him a third time. I was like, how about I win again? So I just beat him again, but this time he got a few points in, and he fought harder with it. But I would just not give him nothing clean. There was a lot of sloppy looking stuff. I'd roll away and things like that, but I wasn't giving him nothing clean. I was giving him the hit and no helmet as much as I could. And plus, go to hit me in the head, Greg. That's what I would do. I'd roll away. Go hit me in the head, Greg. I'd hit you with that. And that's what I would do to him. So, but when we come back, you'll see us doing other sparring.
Yeah, it's gonna get ugly on my end.
And this is where we have fun and just kind of take off the point fighting part. So we'll see you in a little bit. Just regular sparring now. Let's do this. Fight. Be aggressive. Be aggressive. Come at me. Hit me, Greg. Come on. That's it. Come on. Hit me. Keep your guard up. Your hands are down in here.
I drop them.
Yeah, come on, get them up there. You getting tired?
No.
I played Licky Licky. Licky Licky.
Do you see me following? Am I looking at
You're
something?
looking at my leg come up. You're thinking kick, aren't you?
I am.
Then I come in and punch you. See, I'm like puppeteer with you right now. You're
What are you-
falling for it.
What are you looking at? What?
I'm just hitting you.
Okay, so you're not.
I'm just fighting, man. I'm not buying into this stuff. Sometimes I get it, okay, but I don't sweat it. I'm like, let's go.
Okay.
All right, here we go. There we go. There's on my nose.
It's not a point.
No, but we're sparring right now, so we're not like point fighting.
Oh,
You walked into that.
I did right
You all
now. Yeah.
We need to call an ambulance.
No, just worried.
A ambulance.
I see a couple fatties.
You good? You alright? Alright, here we go. I dropped my hand too, so I had to kick real fast. Because when I came down here, I dropped my hand, so I had to kick you before you got close to me.
But that was clean. That was a clean.
Yeah, but I dropped my hand. Good thing you can't see right now. Your eyes all red. You need to stop? Alright, here we go.
Fight.
That was real close. I was touching my helmet barely. That was the
Did I almost
weirdest
get you at
kick.
the back?
I don't know how close it was. It didn't hit me though.
What did you kick me? What was it?
It was a weird flippy kick.
You
It
kicked
was
me.
real sloppy. Alright, here we go. Here we go. Hit that on. Alright, ready? Look, I'm gonna give you 5-10 seconds of crazy.
Alright, here we go.
Fight. Greg had a question off camera.
So one of the things that, and obviously I'm sparring against somebody that's completely superior in every facet, but when you are coming with that flurry of, it seems like there's 20 arms and 20 legs,
Yeah.
I'm just completely in a defense mode, and I can't see myself out of it.
That's how you gotta really tightly cover up. Right? This is what I call riding the storm.
But
I
points
want
are
you-
plenty then, right? Aren't you, you're gonna be racking up points and,
But that doesn't matter unless you're doing the continuous point fight. If in the point fighting, you're not gonna get
It's
that
stopping.
line. We're gonna stop it. But in regular fighting, that's totally different, isn't it?
okay,
So I want you to kind of come at me, you know, aggressively, and I'm gonna try to just ride the storm. I might throw a couple shots here and there. I want you to just hit at me, get in close, start hitting me. I'm a punching bag. Think about that. You ready? Come on. See, I might take a few licks.
yeah, you're taking a few, but you're,
I'm trying to
Even though
jam you up.
which I can see.
Here, you're getting a kick in there, but it's not power to it, right?
Okay, so that now I see that you're.
So go ahead, hit me again. Now here, boom. I get you to back up. A lot of guys don't like to be in here. But I can't. That's my game. I fight there.
That was huge. That's helpful.
Sometimes.
That I didn't. I'm just bowing away.
Yeah.
You're coming into me, even though
Just
you're.
make sure you protect your vital areas.
Okay.
Try not to leave your body too open or your head too open, especially your face. I'm gonna come at you a little bit. I want you to try to, and then when you see an opportunity, then hit me.
Okay.
Keep your head together. Just try to move around. Get in where I can't have a shot. So if I'm here, get in closer or out. Back up. Boom. Now if I come in, I'm just coming up there. But you feel that a little bit better than it was before?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm still gonna find my shots on
Yeah.
you.
You got a couple good shots in too.
Yeah.
No, I mean that as a compliment. That's yeah. You know you're gonna take it, but and I'm still not there where I can
Yeah.
see and exploit. I can take it, but then see an opening. I still don't see
Yeah.
that. It's just being a novice. That's all.
Yeah. So
That was really helpful.
I hope you enjoyed that.
No, I did. I enjoyed the beat.
So, well, hope you guys enjoyed this session of me beating the crap out of Greg.
So you don't have to.
But I want to kind of give you a little bit of taste of someone coming at you fast. Because that's what you're probably going to get at the tournament. Guys coming in like that. You know, but then a lot of times you could be rushing in, they could be rushing in. Nobody gets a point, but we're beating the crap out of each other. And no point because it's a clash. So you might get that. So if you haven't subscribed yet to this channel,
Do it.
what are you waiting for? Come on, do it. I like
Watch
that.
me get
We're gonna
beat up
change it
every
now.
week. So you don't
Do
have
it.
to.
He pays to get beat up. That's what's funny. So subscribe, like, comment, share, and God bless you.